Wibbly wham wham wuzzle.
It's wibbly wham wham wuzzle.
You know what? Shut up. You over there making you freaking coffee addict? You should probably evolve into a coffee by now.
Hey, I can't maintain this coffee-colored skin on my own.
And what? You ain't a flamingo, are you?
Maybe I am. Everyone forgets flamingos exist anymore.
What? They exist on white people's lawns.
No, they don't have those anymore. Don't you ever notice that?
Yeah, those are an endangered species now.
Yeah, and there's like thousands of them just sitting around Florida. Like, howdy. Yes, I'm pink. I'm pink because of what I eat.
Sure, Ryan. Whatever.
No, that's a true fact. Flamingos are pink for what they eat.
Oh yeah. Sure. Your annoying coffee's done. Get that already. Sheesh.
Wikipedia.
Shut up. You're not allowed to say that word here. Welcome everybody back to the podcast. We are back.
We are back.
We left, but we return as conquerors. Conquerors of E3.
Even though we weren't there, but yeah.
Conquerors of E3. And you know what, everybody? I'm going to be very honest with you. This is going to be an entirely biased podcast. So we're going to talk about nothing but Nintendo, because Nintendo conquered E3.
Oh yeah, they did. What conquered? It's like an understatement. It was one-sided.
It was basically, they came in all buff and everything like that, and PlayStation came as the nerdy kid that knew how to do calculus and program everything, but didn't matter. Doesn't matter anymore. Anyway, so ladies and gentlemen, if you are not a Nintendo fan, if you're a Sony fanboy, if you are an Xbox One person, if you have spent the money on a PlayStation 4 or an Xbox, turn this podcast off right now, because we are talking about nothing but Nintendo. Let's start with the big stuff.
Which one? All of them were big.
I'm going to start with the biggest one of all, Smash Brothers. The Smash Brothers roster has increased.
It's only getting better.
Actually, I'll be honest with everybody, I call bullcrap on Pac-Man being in there.
But it is Namco. Namco is the developer studio for it. That was bound to happen.
When Nintendo will throw him a bone? Okay, yeah, you can have your character in there, I guess. I guess you can have Pac-Man in there if you want.
Yeah. But you know, I like his new design better than his actual modern design. Mm-hmm. With that SpongeBob nose.
Yeah.
Sonic the Hedgehog boots.
You know, that's from that new TV show. The Pac-Man show.
Oh, I keep forgetting there is another TV show. There is another Pac-Man show.
Only on Disney XD. Extreme Decision Television.
That's basically what it is. If you look at those like preteen teenager sitcoms they have on there.
Yes.
Anyway, back.
I got Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. You want to watch that?
That's been off the air for like 10 years, bro.
Oh, well, I'm out of date.
There's like a million things like that though.
Oh, I'm sorry, Brian. Tits. I'm just looking at this.
Shut up.
I got bored with what you were saying.
Back to Smash Brothers.
I was looking at all the booth girls right now.
What, those are booth girls? They didn't even mention that in this jerks.
Nope. It's booth girls for other E3 expos. They were talking about the top 10 like hot babes at E3.
Let's stay focused here. Back to Sonic. Not Sonic.
But I want to talk about that.
Talk about it in your own time. We're going to talk about E3. Nintendo!
Sheesh.
Nintendo!
You know, every time you say that, I'm just going to put a little logo up there.
Actually, what the biggest news is the new Zelda Wii U. The open world, free exploration Zelda game.
By the way, I was looking at an article about that on Nintendo Enthusiasts.
Yes.
Did you hear about that?
I'm hearing from everywhere.
Well, according to Nintendo Enthusiasts, the creative designer or the head creator is actually pleased with everybody's reactions to the characters, and hinted that there are coming up customizations in the Link character. That it is confirmed that it is Link.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is. He confirmed it.
He didn't. He's saying it's not Link, but he's not saying it is.
He's confirmed it. He confirmed it's Link.
I'm reading another article where he said that.
I'm reading the article too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're reading conflicting articles because Blake's dumb.
I'm not dumb. I'm reading an official article.
Official article. So am I.
Are you reading? You're not talking about the stupid Hyrule one, are you?
No.
Okay.
This is on IGN with the interview from the producer.
Well, I'm reading an article here that says could be a female Link.
It could be, but that's fan speculation. But he's saying it's not Link.
No, it's at EG. EG's actually saying, pay attention to our reaction and notes of female Link's thoughts. Anyway,
it's back to the main thing. So So it's a new hero, all new. In fact, this new main character is wearing blue, which is a first for this series. But I think they will integrate cool stuff like an armor system, like they did with the first game, because they're taking a lot of elements from the first 2 games into the new Zelda games.
Yeah, which is a good thing to do because you need to actually keep not the fans happy, but what fans are familiar with.
Yeah,
you need to actually not give them what's the word? It's not give them what they want, but you need to take what they know from the franchise and add it to it.
Yeah, and he said for a long time he wanted to make the franchise take a franchise to a whole new direction, and basically doing open world is something they couldn't really do before because it didn't translate well. It wouldn't translate well in the original Zelda games, but now they have a new direction to go with. So instead of being a linear story, it's more of it's very open world, very unique to it.
Yeah.
My favorite part is how they're taking away the previous elements we're familiar with. Like, with this hero, immediately in the trailer, they don't pull out a Master Sword or shield. They pull out a arrow.
A bow and arrow.
A bow and arrow. And a trick bow and arrow, too.
Mm-hmm.
But this one has explosive heads. And that's what makes this cool.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's the first thing to showcase. It's one of the variety of things you can do that's not different from the normal.
Yeah.
Your thoughts?
My thoughts are probably on this picture that I was looking at on Zelda Informer. Talking about it was an old anime. Talking about the Zelda protagonist.
Uh-huh.
And it's over on Zelda Informer's Facebook website.
Yeah.
And it's actually very interesting. Look at the anime. Is what I'm talking about. Come here, take a look.
No, I'll look at my own thing.
Fine then. Fine. It's just a simple walk over here and just see. It's not even that hard of a walk.
Or let's go click. I'm here.
Yeah, you see the picture?
Yeah.
You see? Yeah, you had to get up anyway. Dumbass.
Show me. Where? Liar.
Right here.
Oh, that's Nausicaa, the Wind Valley.
Yeah.
I love Nausicaa.
But I didn't want to say it out loud.
I actually love that. I wish I finished it.
You should have finished it. Anyway, get back on your side.
Never.
Get out of here. Can't look at my porn and talk to you at the same time.
So yeah, so at this point, yeah, shut up. So the point of this, as of right now, they're not saying much about the main character. They're keeping it vague as possible, but they are saying we'll have a playable demo next year for next year's E3 2015.
But I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about what's coming up.
Well, there's tons of things coming up.
I want to talk about the other Zelda game coming up, Hyrule Warriors.
Ah, yes.
I am more excited for that.
Dynasty Warriors Zelda.
I love Dynasty Warriors
Or
much.
actually what's called in Japan Zelda Muso. Zelda Muso.
You couldn't even say it. Try it again.
Zelda Muso.
Try it one more time.
Zelda Muso.
Zelda Muso. Muso.
Yeah. So stupid. But yeah.
What are people banging on this time?
Well, don't you know we live in the Battlefield world no matter how much we want to be in the fantasy world.
Yeah, it's true.
So it's bad company going on outside. So yeah.
I hate that movie.
No, I'm talking about the game series, but yeah. No, but yeah. So Zelda, this one is coming out very soon, end of September, in fact. Yeah, we're very excited. We're very familiar with the Dynasty Warrior games. They're very fun, and this one's going with Zelda. It's a nice blend of things, and it makes me wonder because they're using every character you can think of as a playable character because the game franchise is known for a lot of playable characters.
Yes.
And think about it, outside of Link, aside from making other varieties of Link, nothing really springs to mind unless you think really clever enough. And that's what they're doing. Because now it's like, Impa is part of the main story. Then there's Zelda, Princess Zelda, you can fight with her. In fact, the demo they had at E3 is side by side. It was Link and Zelda fighting side by side, which is cool. And also with they're showing a few other characters. One was like a mage girl. I forgot what she's a reference to. Another one is Midna from Twilight Princess in her imp form.
Yep.
That Midna. And what's cool about her? She's riding a huge dark wolf.
And you know what else is cool about her? That everybody just for some reason gets a hard on every time she's around.
Yes, because that should have been Zelda. Midna should have been Zelda in that game.
I thought she was.
It should have been. I mean, come on, Zelda just literally sat in the tower until the last 40 minutes of the game.
Yeah.
Same thing with Ganon. Spoiler. He just sat.
If you haven't beat the game by now, you never will. I'm not apologizing for nothing.
Yeah, Ganon wasn't even like a thought until like the last third of the game. It's like, oh, actually, he's been pulling strings all along. It's like, really? And then he's like the final boss. Like, really? Yep. And there's multiple stages. Really?
Really, really?
Like, okay, now that's fan service. I don't care. You can say whatever otherwise, but that is fan service. Yep. Now back to Hyrule Warriors, where he's going to be there again. But I would see some other characters, like maybe one of the Gorons, because there was a lot of them. But probably that one big guy that was like from Twilight Princess, who was a mini boss battle. Where you had to do like that big sumo death cake match.
Yeah.
Over lava.
That would be cool.
It'll be cool, but Zora will also be cool. But we'll see where it goes.
Yes, we will. But Nintendo is going places.
Like being Space and Beyond. Star Fox!
Yeah, wasn't that announced before E3 and everybody's like, who dropped the ball on that one?
Time Magazine. You jerks.
Time Magazine spoiled everything, and Nintendo's sitting there like, everything is perfect. We have it all set. Are you kidding me?
And just because that...
Who told Time Magazine?
And just because of that, we don't get anything.
Bet Reggie went around looking for somebody assassinating different people. Did you talk to Time Magazine? Well, yeah, I did, but... Did you talk to Time Magazine? No, sir, I didn't talk to Time Magazine. You're lying. Did you talk to Time Magazine? Yes. And I told them everything, you big stupid ass. There we go. I think that kills everybody. I cut myself off before I said the whole thing.
No, you.
I'm talking about a donkey.
Anyway, back. And this
a donkey's
monkeys aren't donkeys. Now stay focused here. We're talking about foxes.
Mm-hmm.
So back to Star Fox. Miyamoto was having his hand on it along with two other projects, Project Giant Robot and Project Guard. But with the Wii U version, the gamepad serves as a cockpit view inside the R-Wing, and also includes a new helicopter vehicle and the ability to switch that can switch to a Landmaster tank.
Yep.
So basically, it's back to the.
But Ryan, tell them the cool part about why this game is going to be awesome.
Because Star Fox?
No, not Star Fox, but the other giant robot game.
Oh, just like the Project Giant Robot, just like Star Fox, the gamepad screen also serves as a cockpit view, while the third person action goes on the main TV. You see, it's part of. They really do believe in the gamepad and integration of the gamepad, doing like an extension, and
yep.
That's what's going to make it work for the gamepad in the long run.
And that's the difference between a Kinect and a gamepad. Nintendo actually wants to try versus Xbox that tries and doesn't know when to give up.
Yeah.
I mean, does not know when to give up.
Yeah.
You got to know when you had enough. I mean, you have to know that when I sit there and my movie actually tells the movie to stop because the Kinect thinks that somebody told it to stop, that's when you know you should probably, just stop.
I told you months ago to unplug that thing.
You know what? I can't unplug it. It's part of the hardware. You have to take it. It's like herpes. You just accept it.
Right. And unfortunately, we'll have to wait till next year for the Star Fox games. I'm trying to stay focused here, okay?
Ryan's like, yeah, now on other news, the Star Fox game, you will not break my concentration, damn it. You will not break my concentration with your stupid nonsense. I love this. But anyway, continuing on with the new Star Fox stuff.
Well, that was it. There's not much info on it. They're just...
Well, then, let's switch back to Smash Brothers. We did talk about Pac-Man, but somebody else was announced. Somebody else that has all the memes going, and even people are like,
No, I understand.
My language is fine.
Lady Palutena.
I'm talking about a donkey.
Donkey. Back. Can we stay focused here?
We are staying focused. You're the only one who's losing track.
Anyway, Lady Palutena from the Kid Icarus series is gaining which is a fan favorite, been a fan favorite for years. Is now finally here, which is I can live with this. I mean, more female characters are welcome, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
This one looks actually pretty good. It's like she's very mage oriented. It's kind of like Zelda, but more so. So this will be really interesting for the.
I've never played the Kid Icarus series.
Yeah, and you know what? The same producer who did this also did that Kid Icarus games for the 3DS that revived the franchise. Like it was only a one-off game up until Smash Bros. Brawl.
Yeah, I know, but
and once Pit came around with his anime look, that sparked interest, and also approval for the Kid Icarus game. And
we must have more of this.
So yeah, we'll see where we go from there. Blake, would you like to chime in?
No, I have nothing to say about that other than the fact that we get to have Mii fighters.
Mii fighters. This is the best feature ever of it.
Dude,
this is game of the year.
I'm going to so make Ronald Reagan, and he's going to be a fighter, and he's just going to beat the crap out of Mario. Take that, you society-driven...
Okay, to give a backstory, so we all know what Mii's are if you owned a Wii at one point.
Are you really giving a backstory on Mii?
Yes.
People already know what they are.
Fast forwarding. So, there's 3 classes for your Mii fighter.
I'm telling the story!
Little bootstrap. He's strapped into a little bootstrap.
Yeah.
So
keep going.
So there's 3 classes. You have Gunner, Brawler, and Sword Fighter.
Brawler's the best!
According to Blake, Brawler's the best. But basically, they have a combination of different characters in these. And also, not only you can have these 3 classes, but you also change their special movesets. So there's 12 different varieties of movesets, giving you a total of 36 combination of characters.
Oh, don't forget to tell them the best part about this.
The fact that you use your own Miis, or the fact that there's costumes.
Costumes!
Oh my goodness, there's kung fu costumes, there's appropriate cowboy themed costume, and there's a Tron costume I got to try out because the sword becomes like a lightsaber blue.
It's perfect. Awesome!
So basically, it's up to your imagination of who you want to be in that. So that's basically this is the only chance you can get Waluigi into the Smash Brothers series. Now I don't think.
I like how you immediately attack that. This is how you can get Waluigi in there. You'll have to create a meme, and then you'll have to sneak him in. But Nintendo will have like a patch that will keep you from making Waluigi.
Yeah, they will. I don't know what's the session with Waluigi. He just doesn't. Even though he's been in every Mario Party and sports game, he just doesn't belong to Smash Bros. I mean, Wario has some. Wario doesn't even talk about him in his own games.
That's because Wario wouldn't talk about anybody.
Yeah.
Selfish people don't talk about other selfish people, stupid.
So yeah.
You don't see me talking about Daniel.
But so basically, the imagination's up to you. So we're Simon Belmont away from a Captain N reunion because I'm totally making Captain N. Yes, look at Captain N, the cartoon series.
Really?
That's all we had in the 90s.
Really? That's what you're gonna make?
Or what's that one kid from the Nintendo Power, the Nintendo? The little red-headed kid?
No, I don't remember.
That's him too. You can make him. You can make anyone. Celebrities too. They're
Obama.
Obama.
Dude, Obama's never been the most coolest president to like make action figures out of.
Even the Sims made a sim of him in a commercial.
That's funny.
In the trailer.
That's funny. Because it's like, you know, Obama's like the most...
It's iconic.
The most iconic person ever to just make something out of.
Back to Captain N, the Game Master.
Yep.
I thought you had a hat. Yeah, this will be fun. This is going to be a fun game.
Yep.
This is Game of the Year, and I'm so glad it's coming out this year. Everything's being pushed next year everywhere. And
that's why we're not talking about Microsoft or Sony. Everybody in the E3, all the good games, have been slated for 2015. We're supposed to have hoverboards by 2015. I will not be caring about anything anybody has to show me as far as video game wise. It's like, you have to use your hands? It's more like a baby's toy.
Yeah. Oh, that's too funny.
But I'm actually looking at the roster right now for Smash Brothers. Ike's back with Charizard, Yoshi and Sheik, and Sheik and Zelda are their own separate characters. So you got. Go ahead and talk to the people. I'm going to give you people a head count if you don't think this game is going to be huge.
Oh, me.
Yeah, you.
Shoot, I don't know where to begin. Other than the tournament that happened at E3, holy cow!
Oh, tell them about the announcer.
I'm about to. So, if you haven't seen it, I'm pretty sure you have by now. But in one of the finals for the tournaments, there was in one of the finals a guy who was playing Mega Man pulled off a Final Smash live in front of everybody, and the crowd lost it because if you see Mega Man's Final Smash, it's Mega Man summoning the other 4 Mega Mans that we know from over the years, doing an all-out blast attack in the total Capcom style. But it's just, I don't know, it's just a rainbow of happy.
A rainbow of blue happy.
Blue happy. Actually, their attack is rainbow, but they're all blue.
That makes about as much sense as a Pink Floyd cover.
So basically when that happened, the whole crowd just lost it. It was like a wrestling match. The announcer after that was like fighting to save the world.
It was like, oh my God, he did it! He's fighting to save the world! You have to go like that. It was absolutely hilarious that he was just losing it. It was like the announcer was so caught up in the moment. It was hilarious.
Oh man, yeah. So that's the reason why this game's awesome. The game just generates excitement. It's not as fast as Melee, but it's stronger and faster than Brawl. It's doing everything right so far. It took out some of the mechanics Brawl had. So it's a combination of. It's like Melee 2. That's the most accurate way to describe this new Smash Bros.
Yep.
It's Smash Bros. Melee 2. Not as fast, but it's still fast, but not
faster than Brawl.
Yeah, not as fast as Melee, but it's pretty fast.
Brawl was pretty sloppy to me.
Let's stay focused here. Let's not rant about Brawl. Everybody rants about Brawl.
Yeah.
We have a new game to look forward to. There's still some time. Any characters you would like to see?
What'd you say?
Any new characters you'd like to see out of this new Smash Bros?
Any characters?
Yeah.
No. If you don't put Banjo-Kazooie in there, I have lost all faith in everything.
That's a stretch longer than they can name, man. I mean, professional stabbers can't reach as far as that goal.
Dude, it's already 30... Right. It's already 33 characters in here. You can go for the huge roster of 40. But I think we're already at a good amount of characters.
Yeah.
What you need is 2, maybe 3 more good announcements.
I'm hoping for Chrom from the Fire Emblem series.
He's not coming.
He's a fan favorite. Japan loves him. And this is a game that caters to fans in some way.
No, it doesn't.
They brought Little Mac and Platunia.
Right. The biggest troll in the universe is the director of this game.
Yes, he's perfect for the job.
He's perfect for trolling all of you people because he cock teases you so bad, and you guys get so desperate that any little announcement of something that's close to what you want, you people go, he gave us this. It's what we always wanted.
But then
it's what we always wanted.
But then he gives us something left field, and everybody goes, that's their task.
What the fuck is this?
Not with that. Like, I didn't expect that, but I think this works. Like Pac-Man took all of Palutena's steam. And you know what? Looking at Pac-Man, it works. Someone new desktop is his picture, the famous picture now. It's had Sonic, Mega Man, Mario, and Pac-Man in the same screen, like fighting each other.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those images where it's like, years ago, if someone would have told you that, no one would ever believe you.
You would just call him a liar.
Yeah, you just look in the face like, now that's a lie.
Gosh darn liar.
My cousin, whose uncle works for Nintendo, says that these characters are in this game. And I've already beaten it. Or, there's always that one kid,
yeah, there's always that one kid.
Who has someone they know Nintendo and they already beat the new game.
Yep. We've already beat it.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about another game.
I know all the characters. I know who's going to be in there. I can tell you right now, Zelda's not really in this game.
Basically. But anyone else would you think would be a nice surprise? I think one more female character will be a nice surprise.
Who are you thinking?
No, I don't have anything. Do you?
No, nobody I want to see in the game. I'm pretty sure there's people shouting right now that have stuff they want to see.
I mean, if Crystal comes in, I will accept that at this point. I wouldn't have accepted it in Brawl. But you know what? After everything that's been happening, I mean,
how they just keep coming up with crazier and crazier and crazier things. I like how Snake's not in there anymore.
Yeah, but you know what the sad part is? Kojima is begging them for him to get back in there.
Please, 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 please. Look, my game really sucks right now. Please, 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 please. Look, 5 is horrible. I made a horrible mistake of making it open-ended and taking all the cinematic. Sorry. I'm so mad.
Yes.
They took away all the cinema from it. Everything that was great.
Look, Metal Gear won't come out to 2016, but we can't tell them that because otherwise it'll be a riot.
Yeah.
So please, put Snake in Brawl, please.
Please, please.
Bring
please.
Phantom Pain to the Wii U. Your system can't handle it. Goodbye, Kojima.
Wait, no, come back.
And they teleport away. Damn it. Like some higher beings, they teleport away.
And then you just see Kojima just sitting there in
the dark.
In the dark, with a light, just kind of bent over. just bent over, almost face down to the ground, just kind of like looking at it. And there's Mario that just kind of looks at him and walks away.
Yeah.
And Snake just puts his hand on top of his back, pats it slightly, and then just fades into existence. I'm no longer voiced by David Hayter.
You know what I would like to see? One returning character I would like to see is Jigglypuff redone. Like, give her a whole new moveset. So you have some characters getting whole new movesets.
Mm-hmm.
So
I don't want to see Jigglypuff back in this.
Really? It's a tradition.
I don't care. Get that stupid character out of there. No more Pokemon.
Why? What do you have against Pokemon?
I have nothing against Pokemon other than the fact that...
In fact, people who play the 3DS demo saying that Greninja is actually as good as he looks.
Should be.
But also they're saying Rosaline is also pretty good because the little Lumia makes some interesting tactics.
Yep.
Let's see.
Oh, damn it.
Okay, female character, I would like to see Toon Tetra from Wind Waker.
I accidentally... Oh, yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
I would like to see Tetra. I mean, I won't hold my breath for it, but that would be a nice surprise. Chrom is definitely in my personal wish list. But Little Mac I'm excited for.
Yep, Little Mac is the only character I really wanted.
The Villager's going to have some interesting stuff to him. But know where you should connect it with. We should talk about Amiibo.
Do we?
Just a little bit. So Amiibo is basically Skylanders for Nintendo. But instead of being for one game series, it's going to be across multiple series, including the now released Mario Kart 8.
We already collect Disney Infinity. Why do I need more shit in my house?
Because they're not saying it, but I'm pretty sure they're going to tell you that you can play as Smash Bros. Characters in Mario Kart. Come on, think Link and Wii Fit Trainer in a kart, racing against Mario.
Yeah, it's true.
And wait till we get going.
Wait till I get going! Where was I?
Australia.
Yes, Australia.
Actually, you know one character that'll be interesting for Smash Bros? Bayonetta, or a 1-to-4-1 fighter. Someone from Platinum Games.
Mm-hmm.
Heck, I'll even take a Xenoblade character. That'll get the series recognition.
Yeah. You should.
I mean, Bayonetta, it's no-brainer because with Bayonetta 2, it comes with one for the first time for Nintendo. So you get both games for the price of one. Which is pretty cool. With no additional charge, too.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Like, collector's edition, you get both. Like, hey, you're buying the game, here's the first one to catch up. And we're throwing costumes in there and fixing some of the bugs.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen.
That's what they said it's happened. See you in October. Okay, bye. Okay, what else is there? No, I didn't really have a chance to talk about much.
What?
Captain Toad, Treasure Tracker.
Yeah, I didn't even hear about that.
So what it is that in Super Mario 3D World, Captain Toad had like his own puzzle levels.
Yeah, I know that.
So they're making a whole game out of it.
Puzzle levels?
Yeah, but it actually looks very. It looks very interesting. It's because, like I said, it was a very innovative side quest for the game. And I guess it must have been loved so much that they're decided to make a whole spin-off game on it. So I think it might work.
That's the Japanese for you. They're so obscure.
I know, right?
So what else do we got? Oh, wait. We have to talk about the biggest news of all.
Which one?
Pokemon.
Pokemon, yes.
Return.
Not more than return. It's more than return. It's a triumphant. It's like
It's everybody.
something.
It's everybody screaming that now you have to remake Red and Blue if you're going to do this. If you're going to go that far back and remake Sapphire and Ruby, you need to go back and do Red and Blue.
Yeah, we should do Red and Blue again since no one wants Diamond and Pearl. Sad truth.
Nobody. Not even Pokemon fans.
It's sad truth.
You know what the funny part about Diamond and Pearl?
Yeah.
That I've noticed in the community, nobody ever wants to talk about that. Ever.
I can talk about it.
Well, no.
I tell you why.
Can, but they don't. They act like it never happened.
Because it was a dark turn for the series. Because it was okay. The new Pokemon they released were not good.
Yeah.
Like all the ones that they designed for the new ones they designed were not good in general, and they made a lot of legendaries because legendaries was part of the theme of the region and the whole that whole game series. But they made all these legendary Pokemon you can't use in tournaments and stuff.
Yeah.
So it seemed like a waste to have all these legendaries that you can't get in game, but you can't use in any tournaments. So they just kind of collect, just powerful things to collect. So. And also, there were some features that they kind of took away. No, they did improve on some things. With the Gen 4 Switch, they changed some of the game mechanics that were much needed, such as the physical attacks and special attacks. But other than that, some argue against the Team Galactic was not really a good team, mainly because in the Diamond Pearl games, they were weaker. They used really weak Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're talking about, like, little worms and cocoons.
That's funny.
Because the whole thing they're supposed to use, like, without getting too much into it, but it was just a theme to it. But they really changed it in Platinum version.
Mm-hmm.
They finally changed that, where they gave them like something a little more usable to stand up against. And plus, it was like, can I give more? To me, it felt a little more. I did like the boss, Cyrus from Team Galactic.
Yeah.
Yes, he had a little more. It's more of a selfish ambition. Like he actually really wanted to reset the universe and destroy everything. Mm-hmm. And he almost got away with it until the universe.
But for that damn kid.
No, it was that Giratina.
Mm-hmm. Of course, it wasn't. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but wasn't that the one that gave us the Doctor Who reference?
Yes, Looker. That's when he first started appearing in the series. Because
I think that's the only good thing about that game is that they gave us a Doctor Who style appearance with David Tennant's Doctor.
Yeah. So yeah, they threw in Looker is based off of Doctor Who.
By the way, people, none of the pictures are going to be posted on this podcast. This is a really quick one.
But everyone who's a Pokemon fan knows who Looker is. So yeah, that's kind of cool. That every time there's like a disaster, he kind of like shows up. Like he had more of a prominent role in Platinum version, but in a sense he's makes some appearance or another in the other Pokemon games since.
Yep.
Usually it's like in the aftermath, but it's still a little nice nod that they start using him. Because even Japan recognized Doctor Who.
Yep. It's about time.
So back to Ruby and Sapphire. I'm loving everything about it. The game itself looks beautiful. Like they went that little extra mile just for graphic wise. Like they could have been any other Pokemon game because X and Y is kind of like the first step to that 3D realm. Mm-hmm. But now they have some like a little more time to delve into it. That's when they start being creative. And everyone's kind of fortunate that it happens to be on Ruby and Sapphire, a fan series favorite.
Yeah.
So like always, it's good, but unlike the other remakes before, they're adding more Mega Pokemon. Like they show the starters, where we all know Mega Blaziken.
Mm-hmm.
But now they finally added Mega Sceptile and Mega Marshtomp. Oh, sorry, Swampert. Oh my god.
That's because I was talking about my Marshtomp yesterday.
Yes, you were.
Yeah, and I gotta tell everybody, Ruby and Sapphire is the game that absolutely made me quit Pokemon forever.
Tell them why.
Now, okay, I'll tell you why. There were two things.
Yeah.
One was the design of the Pokemon had gotten a little bit more ridiculous.
To his opinion.
In my opinion, it's gotten more ridiculous. Now that I look at it, it's absolutely brilliant because now it's completely ridiculous.
That's the point. Also, they went with a tropical theme.
Well, no, and then here's the second one. Level grinding. There are no trainers here. It is nice that it is a good chance. For me right now, to play Emerald is perfect because it is a challenge. Because I am a veteran. It has been so long since I played, it is too easy for me to get experience, gain points, and catch Pokemon right now.
Right.
But when I was younger, when did this come out? When did Ruby and Sapphire come out?
You weren't younger in high school.
Yeah.
2002.
I'm out of high school, dude. I've been out of high school for years. I'm not even going to tell you when I was out of high school. If you say anything, I will post your social security number on this stupid site right now. I'm dead serious. You say one word.
That's awful.
You say one word, I will post everything that everybody needs to know to steal your ID. Anyway.
Same focus here.
Back on track. Anyway, so when I was younger, and I had actually gone through Gold and Silver, Red and Blue, and Ruby Sapphire came out. The very beginning of the game is great, and then one day, I remember the day it was. We were driving to Monterey. I was on my way past the third badge, and I just lost interest. I will never forget the day that I lost interest in Pokemon. I can't tell you people how scary it was. We were on our way back from Monterey. We were driving in. We pulled into the gas station. I was playing Pokemon. My dad was yelling at me for playing Pokemon as usual because he doesn't like us playing video games while we're on a road trip. But where the hell are you going to play video games anytime? Anyway, I'll never forget it. It was overcast. I looked at my game. The battery was dying. I turned it off. I handed the cartridge to Ryan and said, "I'm done."
And why were you done?
I don't know. I just, all of a sudden, I'll never forget what happened. All of a sudden, I just lost. I told you, I was on my way back from the third badge and continuing the journey.
Yeah.
And I had my old purple Game Boy Advance. And I was sitting there, and I can't remember if it was a Pokemon or a plot. I think it was a plot point. I looked at it, and I went, click, and I handed it to you. And you said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm done." "What do you mean you're done?" "I'm done playing Pokemon." I think you laughed at me and thought it was a joke.
With you, anything like sounds like a joke to me.
I was like, "No," but you went, "That's funny, bro." "No, you can keep it." I remember telling you, "No, you can keep it."
So, it's back to Pokemon.
But anyway, this game, that's enough of the backstory. So anyway, this game is what made me quit, and then this game has brought me back from the dead.
Full circle.
I know, go figure. It took, I didn't finish X and Y, didn't finish Black Bottom, was very into them, couldn't get back into them. With this one, I'm absolutely obsessed. Haven't been this obsessed in years.
Ironically from a non-legal source.
Don't you dare say another word. Ryan's first three digits are 619.
That's anyone born in the 1980s.
Don't worry, I got the rest of your numbers in my head. Just keep it up, and I'm gonna post it. Just keep it up. Just keep it up.
So going back, they are showing some more Mega Pokemon, including new starters, and one of the an old favorites, which is Sableye. Looking at Sableye, all it has is a big gemstone and a big shield.
By the way, did you see the picture meme with Link taking it?
Yes.
Toon Link.
That came up in like 30 minutes.
Yeah, it was like soon as somebody saw it, draw, get it out there quick now, I'm gonna be famous. Hurry. Beep, print. I'm famous. I'm famous.
So yeah. So I see a lot of I can see a lot of Mega Pokemon popping up in this one. Because we only got like 31 in X and Y. And about 3 of them you can't really obtain without some special thing. But it looks like there might be more. So we'll see where they might go. I have some ones I'm hoping for, but I'm not going to hold my breath for.
Yeah.
Everything else will be a pleasant surprise for me.
My thing with the new installment is they should do two things.
Yeah.
Put more trainers in there. Stop making it so far and few between. And just keep the gym. The one thing I like about, because I'm playing Emerald, one thing I like about it is that it's still, the gym leaders are hard. The gym leaders are harder. So it's like, you know what? I like that idea. So I think that should be a cool thing that they should do.
Yeah. That would be cool. So, what's there? There's only so much I can talk about Pokemon.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, much I can talk about forever, but I want to talk about other things real quick.
Let's just end it with Pokemon. Because, I mean, like, everybody else has had their E3 podcast. And
actually, let me end on one last note then.
Okay, fine.
So, Xenoblade Chronicles X. The story.
I am so not interested.
Do you ever check the trailers out for it?
No, I'm just not interested in the Xenoblade sagas at all.
Just check it out.
No.
Just give it a chance.
No.
If you don't give it a chance, what's the point?
What do you mean, what's the point? I can just play it safe and get in by Call of Duty Advanced Warfare.
Yeah, not a better note than that. Kirby and the Rainbow Curse, a sequel to the Canvas Curse. You've seen it?
Yes.
Dude, I love the claymation style.
Me too, man. Actually, speaking of styles, I like the new Yoshi yarn game.
Oh, Yoshi's Woolly World.
I mean, like, you thought you could make Yoshi's Island even cuter, like, than the 64 version? You can't. You can. You can. You think you can't, but you can. You can. You really can.
Oh, man. This is so adorable. I want to crochet Yoshi. Just looking at it.
I wish I dated a girl who knew how to do crochet.
Yeah. Oh, well.
I would just tell her, baby, can you make this for me?
Oh, Mario Maker is another left field one.
Yeah.
Basically, make your custom Mario games. But that's the biggest victim of trolling you can have in that game.
You know what I would do?
Yeah.
Mario RPG?
No, this is like 2D Mario.
No. I would do like a Mario RPG.
Uh-huh.
Like an RPG style Mario game.
Mm-hmm.
Where Mario has a bucket on his head.
Why?
Because that's an old game.
Okay. Well,
anyway, moving on to something better. I'm not talking to you anymore. Your ideas are stupid. I'm going to go over here. Yeah, that's exactly what you're thinking.
Okay.
Your ideas are stupid.
I can't think of anything else, can you?
No, I can't. I'm pretty much tired and I got to go to work.
Yeah, you're always your excuse. So, thank you for chiming in. Yes, this is
chiming in. Nobody had an opinion here, just us.
I'm talking to you.
Oh, to me. Oh. Usually you're just telling me to shut up.
Yeah. Thank you, Blake, for an educational rant. But as much things, I can't do anything. I'm distracted by screenshots now.
And it ain't screenshots of what you think.
Oh, shut up.
Anyway, everybody, thank you for tuning into the podcast. Now we leave you with this.
We have a smash wall.
Haven't seen one of those in a while.
Yes, the first one so far in the smash. 35 seconds left. Who's going to get it? Who's going to get it, people?